Hello gentle people, it's your favorite Mr. Voyeur2 again. It is of no surprise that the Fleurs really have problems defending their belief system. All they have is ad hoc solutions that break other ideas, dishonest representations, and so on. Very rarely do we see the light of day on new ideas. Even their recent "Gas is massless" is recycled content. Thus, I had troubles finding new and interesting enough content to debunk. But today I found another video to destroy. So imagine my disappointment when I came home after work and someone already did exactly that, with all the points I wanted to make as well. So, what are we going to do about that? Well, not fighting. I like the guy. Instead, I'll show his video here today. Here is M2M.
So, what's this video about? Well, again, it's about Level Earth Observer, or Adam, and he's making a bit of a pathetic attempt at debunking the James Webb Space Telescope, as I'm about to explain. So, let's play the credits and see what it's about. Okay, so here's the video in question. As I said, Level Earth Observer, entitled Flat Earth, the James Webb Space Telescope exposes itself. Well, as I'm just about to show you, Level Earth Observer, or Adam, is about to expose himself as a liar, or an idiot, or both, probably both. So anyway, let's get into the video and let's see what he's got to say about James Webb.
So I'm going to have a quick look at the James Webb Space Telescope, which is the successor, supposedly, to the Hubble Space Telescope. This gets launched supposedly later on this year. James Webb Space Telescope.
So far so good. Yeah, it's due to be launched October and November, I think. I'll have to check that later.
We've got the usual cartoons. Instruments on the James Webb Space Telescope. So not only is it a space telescope, but it would seem we've got 4 new instruments on this space telescope. The NIRCam, the NIRSPEC, the MIRI.
Well, they're not new because the whole James Webb Space Telescope is new itself. So they haven't put anything new on it. This is what they plan to put on from very early on.
And the FGS. Okay, so it would seem not only is the James Webb a space telescope, but it would seem it's got 4 new instruments.
Okay, so just please note what the instruments actually are. They're all involving, as you notice, if you read each one, is infrared, near-infrared camera, near-infrared spectrograph, mid-infrared instrument, fine guidance sensor, and near-infrared imager and slitless spectrograph. Okay, so it's all to do with near-infrared, and this is what James Webb is mostly about, all about the near-infrared range.
Instruments on there to make it better than the Hubble. Of course, a lot of people who visit this channel will be fully aware that a lot of the imagery that we get cited that supposedly comes from Hubble will of course be aware that it actually comes from the 747 aeroplane with a telescope on that many of us know as SOFIA.
Yes, SOFIA is a real thing, but no, the images that we got, the SOFIA is not capable of producing the same level of instruments that I have from Hubble. Not even close. Not even close.
And that kind of got me thinking, with the announcement of this James Webb and this new spec they've got here on this telescope, and of course with me knowing about SOFIA, and of course SOFIA being
just about to show he actually doesn't know much about SOFIA, to be honest with you. He might know of it, but he doesn't know anything about it, and that's quite clear.
Responsible for a lot of the imagery we see that comes supposedly from Hubble. That got me thinking, I wonder, has the SOFIA got a new upgrade package lined up here that would potentially do the job of the James Webb Space Telescope? Remember, we've got 4 new instruments on this
Not new.
James Webb Space Telescope, as well as the telescope itself. Shall we have a look? Shall we see if the Sophia's got any new upgrades planned for this year that might tie in time-wise with his James Webb Space Telescope?
Here we go. He's gonna say it, isn't he? He's gonna say it. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Bingo. So this is his gotcha moment, but I'm going to show in a minute that he's actually been pretty dishonest. So you'll see. So let's let him have his couple of minutes of glory.
And strangely enough, when we come here, the Universities of Space Research Association, we see Sophia is due a massive upgrade. Sophia upgrading one-of-a-kind camera.
Yeah, they're upgrading it. Yeah, they are.
We scroll down here. Sophia is upgrading the
Right, notice that he stops scrolling. This is as far as he goes. Just make a note of that.
resolution airborne wideband camera plus with 4 new detectors. Remember that, 4 new detectors that will allow it to study magnetic fields in distant galaxy 4 times faster than its current rate. But if we think back just now to James Webb,
make a note, like I said, he did say it himself, 4 new detectors that were allowed to study magnetic fields.
the spec on that space telescope, what made it better than Hubble, it had 4 new instruments, didn't it? Do you remember? Bear with me.
Yeah, we do remember, Adam. Yeah, because it was only like a minute ago.
Here, this was the 4 new instruments on the James Webb Space.
Yeah, as was said, just pointed out, near infrared, mid-infrared, and fine guidance sensor near infrared. What's it got to do with what you're talking about? Are those the instruments that are going to be upgraded? Nothing.
Telescope, which is going to make it so much better than the Hubble Space Telescope. And then of course we come.
Yeah, there it is. Magnetic fields. Nothing to do with near infrared though, is it?
Back to the Sophia with its new upgrade of its camera this year, and of course with 4 new detectors.
Yeah, 4 new detectors to study magnetic fields. Not near infrared. They're not the same.
Sensors, essentially. Thus giving it game away.
Really?
The Sophia upgrades, it would seem, are exactly the same as the spec of the James Webb Space Telescope.
Except they're not, because you've just debunked yourself. It's got nothing to do with infrared. The ones for Sophia for to study magnetic fields. What's that got to do with viewing stuff in near infrared and mid infrared range? This is pathetic.
The Sophia gets its upgrade later this year into next year. The James Webb is scheduled to be sent into space at the end of this year.
Right, but here, this is where he's actually lying, right? Because I've actually found the article, this exact same article, and as I said before, did you note that he didn't scroll down? So here's the article, right? If you scroll down a little bit further, it talks about the upgrades, and where is it? Where's the date that it's going to be upgraded? Where is it? You see it somewhere? There we go. The upgrade is expected to be completed by 2023. Oh dear. But you said it was going to be upgraded later this year. But you didn't scroll down to that bit though, Adam, did you? Oh dear, oh dear. I mean, he only scrolled down to where it says about Margaret Minxner, the director. And he stopped. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I suppose you've got to lie to Flurf, haven't you? Anyway, let's go down to the into the more of the article. It talks about what the different upgrades are, but it's got absolutely nothing to do with the James Webb Space Telescope, is it, Adam? Nothing to do with it whatsoever. So you got the date wrong, and they're completely different detectors. The only thing you've got is it's the same number of detectors. What does that prove? 4 and 4. Oh dear, Adam. Anyway, let's just see what else he's got to say. Not much else, to be honest, but let's have his little bit of glory, shall we?
And will be operational over the next year or so.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
The timelines are exactly the same.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
The spec is exactly the same.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
4 sensors to add to the space telescope that the James Webb Space Telescope is, to make it so much better than the Hubble. But at the same time, Sophia, which of course most of us know is the Hubble anyway, is getting
Wrong, 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 wrong.
an upgrade to its camera with 4 new detectors.
Oh wow, you realise that they're the same number. Well done, Adam. But that's all you've got. They're nothing to do with each other at all.
You can't make this stuff up. They're
No, you can't, can you, Adam? But you just did. You just made it all up.
telling you it. They're literally telling you and showing you. We know this anyway, but it becomes very obvious when you compile this information and the timelines give it away.
Yeah, but some of the timelines, you just completely lied about the timelines, Adam. I've just showed it's the same article. There it is again. Oh dear. Upgrade to expected to be completed by 2023. 2 years after James Webb was launched.
Oh dear, how sad, never mind.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, Adam. You've been caught lying, Adam. And oh dear me.
I think M2M did an excellent job today. If you liked it as well, head over to his video linked in the description, let him know I sent you there in the comments, and subscribe to his channel.
Well, Adam, your video, pathetic video, has just been burned.